Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and today I'm going to be testing Fenty Beauty and letting you know if it's worth your dollar or not. Especially with everything going on at the moment, I thought this might be a fun video to do, just to, you know, take your mind off things, talk about makeup. I'm going to put some makeup on my face and I'm going to see if it's worth your dollar, if it's not worth your dollar, if it's worth the hype as well, because I know a lot of people hype about Fenty Beauty. I've not really used it, to be honest, so I'm quite intrigued from my side of things to use the products and see how well they perform. They're a pretty high-end brand as well. It's not like the most expensive, but it's not a drugstore brand, so I'm excited to test it out and see what it's like. As always, if you are new here, then feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, make sure to also tap that bell down below so you are notified every single time I post a new video. Of course, if you do end up enjoying this video as well, then feel free to give it a big massive thumbs up. And without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and test some Fenty Beauty products. Don't know what that is. It's like a spider grabber, but anyway. Okay, so just a little disclaimer. All the products that I'm using in this video were so kindly gifted to me from Fenty Beauty and Scene Group. But I might as well try the products out in a video, because what's the point in getting some products that I'm excited about and not testing it? There are quite a few products here, but as you will see, I've already got a lot of makeup on my face. So for example, I have tried the Fenty Beauty foundation previously, hence why I haven't added it in this video. I did actually sell it as well a couple of months ago, just because the foundation doesn't work for me, as I have very, very dry skin and it was just too matte on my face. I think they do a dewy one, but I haven't got around to testing that, so I haven't actually got the Fenty foundation on my face. But just as, you know, a note, the two foundations that I use today is this one from The Ordinary, which is now rebranded to DCIN, I believe, and also my Perfect Finish foundation as well from Primark, which is £2.50. So these two together pretty much come up to less than £10 anyway, so they're really good foundations, especially mixed together. And also for my concealer, I ended up using the Colourpop No Filter Concealer as well. I don't use it that much because it's hard to get hold of in the UK. So, now that you know what's on my face, I'm going to go ahead and try some of the Fenty products. So firstly, I'm going to roll on to the two eyeshadow palettes, which probably is my most favourite from this PR package, I think. If you've been following me for a long time and you see my Instagram stories, I always rave about how eyeshadow is the favourite part of my makeup routine, because I can really get creative and I absolutely love it. So I'm going to try these two out today. This is the Two Cool Neutrals palette, which isn't normally me. I don't normally go for neutrals. I normally go for colourful palettes. Or this is the Three Deep Neutrals palette. This is more of a warm palette. So if I was going to gravitate towards any, I'd probably go towards this one, only because it's more of a warm tone shadow. But sometimes I do like to use a cool palette, so I'm probably going to mix these two and see what I can come up with. Just like I would before I do any other eyeshadow look, I'm going to take my P. Louise base in the shade Rumour 0.5 and my, I should know this by now, Spectrum A18 flat brush, and I'm just going to use this to prime my base. Now that my lids are all primed and ready, I'm going to go in with the two eyeshadow palettes. So this one is the Cool Neutrals one. Just going to take it out of its packaging and show you what this is like. What I love about these is they are so travel friendly as well. Like, this is absolutely tiny. It's like literally the size of my hand. And it also has a little mirror at the top as well, which makes it also travel friendly. So this is the Cool Neutrals palette. This is what this one looks like. Same packaging as the other one, and then it also comes with, it also comes with this mirror at the top, similar to the other one. I think I might actually give a couple of them a swatch. They don't actually have shade names. I think I'm going to swatch this purple one in the middle here. See what? Ooh. Ooh, yeah, that's quite nice. It has like a little bit of shimmer in there as well. I'm going to move on to this palette, because this is probably the palette that let's be honest, going to use the most. I'm going to swatch these two down here, I think. So let's see what this one swatches like. Oh yeah, that is really, really nice. And then finally this deeper toned one. Yeah, once again, That is also really, really nice as well. I don't normally go off swatches only because from my experience what they swatch like isn't necessarily what it looks like on your lids. Obviously the ones that swatch awfully, you kind of have an idea that it's going to be an awful shadow. However, this didn't swatch too badly, as you can see on my hand, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it on my lids and let's see what it performs like on the actual eye, because that's where it counts. Just looking at this, and I've got about 1,000 ideas that I could do. Okay, to start off with, I'm going to take my Spectrum A07 brush. I'm going to dip into this deep purple berry shade in the middle. Oh wait, it does have shade names just at the back. This is the shade Shots Fired, so I'm just going to pack this into my crease. No fallout. I mean, it's not as pigmented as it looks in the pan, and this is after building it up twice, but not the end of the world. I would have probably have liked it to have been more pigmented though. Wait, how much even are these palettes? These mini palettes, I've just checked, actually retail at £21 each. I mean, if I was paying £21, I'd kind of expect this deep colour to come out as deep. Can you see the difference between down here, which I've packed on twice, and up here, which I've packed on once? You see how deep it looks in the pan though as well, compared to how it looks on the lid. I know shadows sometimes look different in the pan to how they do on the lid, but this is just not pigmented on the lid. It's kind of frustrating that that deep shade isn't really that deep, and it's taken me like quite a while to even build up that much pigment, so I'm kind of disappointed with that shade. Next, I'm going to dip into this shade down here. This is the shade Fire Feet. Just going to pat this on top of this shade. Okay, that is a bit more pigmented than the previous one. By the way, I forgot to mention, this is the Spectrum A12 brush. It's really good for packing on top of a shade. Normally this is the one that I use for the second shade, as you can see. I'm next just going to take my fluffy Morphe M513 brush and blend out the edges. As you can see, that was not the most pigmented palette ever. I mean, that orange shade was definitely more pigmented than the deep shade in the middle. However, I'm going to move on to the other palette now, I think, just so that I don't neglect it. Use everything. Next, I'm going to cut my crease, because why would I do anything else? So I'm going to, once again, take my P. Louise base and use that to cut my crease. I also use the same flat brush that I used first as well. So I'm just taking my Spectrum A18 flat brush again, and I'm using that to just cut the crease. I mean, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see any shadow after this. Now I'm just going to go to this palette here, and I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take this shimmer at the top. This is the shade Euthera, and I'm just going to put this where I've just cut the crease. Okay, so that's actually quite nice. It's not the worst in the world. I think I'm also just going to take this one down here, just towards the middle of my eye, just to see what this one's like. I mean, it's not amazing, but I don't know. I just think there's something missing from these palettes, and I don't know if it's because the formula just isn't there, or because I like to deepen out my outer corners when I do a cut crease. I'm going to take this one down here now, and I'm just going to use this in my outer corner. Okay, so I've just tried like tapping it in, and the colour kind of just disappeared. So weird. Okay, so my overall thoughts about these two palettes, I mean, the colours didn't blend that badly into each other, as you can see. Like, the colours still worked well together. However, I just don't think the pigment was there. Do you know what the formula of these remind me of? And it's so annoying. Too Faced / Urban Decay eyeshadow palettes, which, as we all know, are expensive eyeshadow palettes, and just there are cheaper ones out there that probably perform better. The packaging is beautiful of these, and I really did want to like them, but I don't know. I mean, they are gorgeous travel palettes, so if you need something quick and easy, but don't expect to be doing like a full entire look of full pigmentation with them. But anyway, on another note, we're going to do my lower lash line with them, because I've literally just forgotten that I've already done my foundation, so I kind of need to do my lower lash line. But just to keep you in the loop, I'm just going to take this shade here for my lower lash line and just quickly do that and forget that I'd forgotten to do it. Oh, I've forgotten that I also had one of the Fenty brushes that I could have used. I'll have to use that in another video some other time. I'm the worst YouTuber ever. Next up, I'm going to take just one of the Kilowatt highlighters. The two shades in this is Girl Next Door and Chic Free. Move along for this. I actually have used one of the Fenty Beauty highlighters when it first got released. I can't remember what it's called, but it's the single one that's more silver. Anyway, make your judgment on whatever that one was called because I can't remember. Once again, the pigmentation was not there with that at all, especially because I spent 20 quid on a highlighter and it just didn't perform. However, I'm going to try this one out because we're all for second chances, and I'm going to see what this one is like. This one is one of the duo ones, so I get two in here. So we all know the Fenty packaging, especially for the highlighters. This is what it looks like. The packaging is stunning for all of Fenty Beauty products. So this is what the two highlighters look like. There's clearly one shade that I'll only get away with, which is this one. So once again, this comes with a mirror as well. Very, very travel friendly. You've got two picks if you're more tan than I am. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and use Girl Next Door, which is this one here, and highlight my face. Just gonna use the highlighting brush that I always use. Oh, I forgot, I've actually like scratched off what number it is. This is a Morphe brush anyway. I can't even talk now, it's that late. This is really good for highlight, hence why I use it all the time. Filling my brush in as I would into this shade here. Oh, okay, thank God for that. Definitely a winner. Oof. Okay, I'll definitely use that highlighter again. And I can just about get away with it as well. It was definitely a winner. I like that. I like that highlight. It looks nice. I'll definitely use it again. Just gonna see how much this one retails at. For these two little highlighters, this retails at £28. I mean, I like this highlighter and I'm impressed by it. And I know you get two, but there are literally drugstore palettes that give you like 6 highlighters, which are just as good, if not better than this one, which are literally a tenner. And you know, I'm a drugstore gal, but I like to treat myself to some high-end stuff sometimes. There's some absolutely like amazing high-end highlighters palettes that I love and I will rave about and tell you that they're well worth the money. For example, the Anastasia ones I absolutely love and they're like £42. This is £28 and I'd say that there's probably better on the market for under half the price. So it depends. If you want to treat yourself to a Fenty product that's, you know, nice packaged, you know, it's pretty nice highlighter as you can see, then feel free to, but once again, £28. Next up, lips, and I am expecting some really good things because I've heard that the Fenty lip products are pretty good. Now, I did give this one, if I turn it the right way round, a cheeky swatch on my Instagram stories when I first got this PR package, and the swatch would not rub off my hand for literally 2 days. So that's how you know it's a pretty pigmented lipstick. So I also got this stunner lip paint in the shade Unlocked. This is a very, very pink shade, so you're just gonna have to bear with, but I want to give it a try anyway, because if I like this one, then, you know, I might invest in a nude shade of this. And the packaging, just like every other Fenty product, is absolutely to die for. So this is what this one looks like. It comes in like, oh, just reminds me of like diamond packaging. Like it's literally like this glass with the spike at the top, and it's just, the packaging is second to none. Like, I will give Fenty Beauty that. So just check the RRP price of this, just so you know, I can let you know how much it is in case you're wondering of buying it, or wondering if you want to buy it. This retails at £20, which is pretty pricey for a lipstick, but I mean, I think we've all spent quite a bit on a lipstick before. This is more of a liquid lip, which doesn't normally work very well on my lips because, as you can tell, they're very dry at the moment. We're under lockdown, so I still need to go and get some lip balm. I don't know if that classes as essential, but I mean, if my lips are breaking apart, then I kind of need to go. But anyway, that is beside the point. I'm gonna put this on my lips, obviously, and see what it's like. Once again, it's very pink, so I'm very sorry if it gives you a little bit of a heart attack. But anyway, just for reference as well, this is what the wand looks like. Very different to any other liquid lipstick, but we'll go with it. Will I ever be able to get this off my lips if I put it on? You can see that lip colour is very, very vibrant. Right, I'm filming in the same room as Jordan. He's just looked over and been like, Anyway, say the applicator I would not use again because it tickled my lips like mad, and I was sat there applying it like, could I do this every day? And I just couldn't because my lips were so tickly. I think it's because it's not flat as well, it's kind of like more of a rounded applicator. So I'd probably use a brush next time to apply this. But overall, like, the lip colour is really nice. You know what? I'm not a fan of pink lipsticks, but I actually quite like this. It's definitely dried down as a matte, but it looks really nice on my lips. Like, I keep mentioning, I have very dry lips, and my lips don't look like they're cracking through it either, which is very surprising because normally most lipsticks show that. So overall, I really do like the lipstick. I'd probably invest in one, actually, if I can ever get this off. I probably should have done this before, but I've been a little bit of a mess this video, and my head is everywhere, but it's fine. I've also got 2 of these Fly pencils, Longwear pencil eyeliners, so I'm gonna also apply this to the look. Just give it an extra little something before I put on my mascara. So I have 2 of these, one in the shade Moon Dunes and one in the shade Purple Stuff. I have actually done a cheeky swatch of these on my Instagram page. For the sake of my YouTube peeps, I'm gonna swatch them again. Once again, the packaging for these are stunning. Just like every other Fenty Beauty product. Silver one here is the shade Moon Dunes, and that is Purple Stuff. So as you can see, these are pretty pigmented. Now, guys and gals, and good old working class people, these retail at £18. Once again, pretty pricey for an eyeliner, but I suppose it goes with the Fenty Beauty brand, pretty high end. So I'm gonna take Purple Stuff, and I'm just gonna use this just on the top of my lash line, just because when I put lashes or mascara on, I like to line it at the top, just so that the lashes blend in with the look. So you can just see my eyes. Hi. Overall, I would say that the eye pencil didn't perform the best over shadow. I'd say like the pigmentation wasn't the best. Not the worst in the world, but would it be worth £18? Probably not if it can't even perform on top of a shadow, which is what I'd use most eyeliners for, which I know a lot of people would use most pencil eyeliners for. I know I've used the NYX ones in the past and they've performed well on top of shadow, so I'm leaving that up to you, guys and gals. So as you can see, to finish the look off, I've just put some lashes on and mascara just to make everything come together. My overall thoughts is, I feel like Fenty Beauty is still a new brand. Like, I'm not making excuses. However, I think there needs to be a lot of trial and error when bringing out eyeshadow palettes and products, and I think a big part of it is people honestly saying, look, I support your brand, but this product ain't it. And I think that, you know, there's no harm in saying that and putting my opinion out there and saying, you know, for example, these mini eyeshadow palettes, I wouldn't say were the best in the world. I ain't gonna go out in a hurry and spend 20 odd quid on one of these bad boys simply because the pigmentation just isn't there. If the brand really listens closely to its consumers, then there's definitely room for improvement. And you know, the shades are beautiful. Like, the packaging of these products are beautiful. Like, they have that nailed, but I think some of the products are very high priced for what you get. For example, the Killawatt highlighter is literally, I think it was like £28 for 2 highlighters, when the highlighters don't blow you away. Like, they aren't, for example, Ofra formulas or formulas similar to Anastasia, you know, where you have that glow that nothing else compares to. I think that I definitely have lower end products that probably give me more of a glow than this. The lip paint though, I really did like. I mean, it's dried down very matte now. Still doesn't make my lips look like really dry though, which is a good thing. You definitely feel dry though, which is more of my problem. So if you like liquid lipsticks, then, you know, I'd definitely give this lip paint a try. I'd say that I really did enjoy this product. Also, the 2 pencil eyeliners as well obviously weren't the best in the world, as we saw. Once again, the packaging is there, but there's just something that's missing, and I think the products could be a lot more pigmented than they are. Have you tried any Fenty products? Are there any that are your personal favourites that are actually you know, you really like and are a staple in your makeup collection, make sure to leave those in the comments below. Share them with me. There's some that I'd really like to try. Definitely the lip glosses. That is something that I'm probably going to invest in. But anyway, I really hope that you did enjoy this video, and I hope that you did find it helpful more than anything. These products were completely gifted, but as you could probably tell, all opinions were completely my own. So I really hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, then don't forget to smash it a big massive thumbs up, and also feel free to hit that subscribe button. If you haven't already, make sure to also tap that bell down below so you are notified every single time I post a new video, a little bit like this one. As always, I also post pictures on my Instagram, so if you don't follow me there, then feel free to. I'll leave it just here if you want to give me a follow. I'm also starting to do TikToks, and I want to get out of self-isolation being completely TikTok famous. So, I am joking, by the way. Anyway, feel free to follow me on TikTok if you don't already. Once again, I hope you're all good. Please stay safe, please stay well, please look after your head. My camera's flashing, so I need to go. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!